Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today is Sunday, September 25, 2022. The sun is in Libra, and the season is visibly changing. I love this time of year because day by day, the overriding green foliage begins to fade to yellow and brown and orange and red. When the sun is in Libra, we appreciate beauty, especially elegance. We like to look nice, and we are drawn to things that have an appealing symmetry to them. Welcome to the new moon, friends, making ingress to Libra this morning. There is no light being reflected from the moon in our direction. We see only starlight and electric lights. The new moon is a time to turn within and assess the present moment in our personal lives. I find it useful to sit with a list of the planetary energies and simply think of how each is in effect in my approach to living. Journaling about this can help me see what it is that I have to work on myself. And then it's cardinal air across the board, friends. This is a very airy intellectual vibe today. It's a time when the truth comes out and justice is served. So try to be bluntly honest with yourself. You'd be doing yourself a favor. Okay, first let's take a look at what the moon is doing today. This has to do with our personal lives, how it feels to be us, who we are when we're at home among our loved ones. Here is the moon on the page today, right over here, just in this cluster of the Sun, Mercury, Moon, and Venus, which are all conjuncting yesterday and today and tomorrow. So we start today at 2:24 a.m. with the moon conjunct to Venus, Taurus, Cancer, and Libra, Central Standard Time, friends. There are a lot of very loving and open to affection vibes on the chart right about now. And I think that's so appropriate with the sun in a sign ruled by Venus. This conjunct energy is here to intensify your feelings for what you like, love, and can't get enough of. Be aware that being this open, though, can sometimes come across as selfish or needy. We have to understand that we can entertain ourselves if no one else is available to give us the attention and affection we desire. And then at 4:34 in the morning, moon goes trine to Pluto. And there's that moon in a trine with Pluto. Cancer and Scorpio. We also have a lot of trine energy on the chart today. So, trine energy is better than good. It's ideal functioning as though we are blessed by spirit. With the moon trine to Pluto, we may discover some deeply held convictions we had forgotten we had, or perhaps never realized we had. There's also a blessing here for sharing what comes up with someone we like and trust. And then at 7:49 this morning, the void of course moon, I meant to put an A there, the void of course moon goes conjunct to Mercury, and here you see them all together over here today. So Gemini, Cancer, and Virgo. Effectively, there are 5 conjunctions on the page today, so don't be surprised if things get to feeling intense on the individual level. Also, this is another aspect that encourages us to converse with someone that we like and trust. The void of course period today is almost 4 hours long. This is an excellent time to get into those reflective, meditative, creative, intuitive, or divinatory practices we use to get in touch with ourselves and with spirit to have those important conversations we need to have about who we have been and who we want to be going forward. And then at 6:45 this evening, moon makes ingress to Libra. Our heart lights shine, and we are capable of asking the shrewd questions that cut to the core of the matter. This transit lasts for 2.5 days. Then at 6:45, oh, my mistake. Moon makes ingress today much earlier than 6:45. That's at 11:43. Just about 4 hours after the void of course moon began. So moon makes ingress to Libra at 11:43, and then at 6:45 this evening, moon goes in opposition to Jupiter. As you can see, these are all in opposition to Jupiter here. Cancer, Sagittarius, and Pisces. This is a positive social vibe. We're encouraged to share and enjoy good company. Just avoid overdoing whatever it is that you're doing. And then on the sun side of the page at 4:54 in the afternoon, sun goes conjunct to moon. This is the aspect that indicates the new moon. When the sun conjuncts the moon, we get a new moon or a completely dark moon where no sunlight is being reflected by the moon in our direction. Conjunction intensifies the effects of the two planets involved, and as this is as though our whole self is present in one place. We can be very effective at this time. Just don't forget to pause. Use the energy boost from this conjunction to take an honest look at what you have and to be grateful for it. Gratitude is a powerful force that can be cultivated to work for us. At 9:11 this evening, Jupiter reaches its perihelion. Jupiter's closest approach to the sun comes as it is in opposition to the sun as well, which is just to say that these two planets sit across the sky from one another, sit across our sky from one another, because there we are in the middle. Perihelion puts the spotlight on matters relating to Jupiter, specifically during retrograde. So that's about expanding our ideas of what we can be, do, and have. And when Mercury is retrograde, that's on the inside, making room within our hearts and minds for the bigger, better things that we'd like to have for ourselves. And then at 12:46 tomorrow morning, a.m., Venus goes trine to Pluto, or culminates this trine to Pluto that we've already been looking at for several days. Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. This is a vibration that strengthens our ability to attract what we most desire. There's a lot of creative potential right now, a lot of fertility present in this aspect. Whatever we make of it, we are blessed in doing so. And that trine is, of course, part of the grand trine we have been watching between Venus, Uranus, and Pluto. All three of these planets are trying to one another, giving us the power to attract and create, to delight in exciting new ways of getting our needs met, and to transform ourselves for the better by focusing on our hidden talents. As you can see, there are several trines with Uranus and Pluto right now, right? Arising from the fact that our four personal planets are in conjunction with one another yesterday, today, and over the next couple of days. This can feel like a lot of pressure, like really knowing and feeling all the parts of ourselves. The trines to Uranus are bringing about happy surprises, and the trines to Pluto empower us to see and work toward the personal transformations that are underway. Venus is opposite to Neptune here, and Venus is essentially conjunct to the moon and Mercury at this time, so these are all in opposition to Neptune as well as the sun. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Pisces. These conjunct planets create the tail end of a kite shape that tells our power to attract what is best for us in terms of transformation, and gives a lift when we indulge in tranquil and creative pastimes. I'm not sure if that came across very well. The conjunct planets to create the tail end of a kite shape that shows us our power to attract what is best for us in terms of transformation. And we get a lift in our ability to make those transformations when we indulge in tranquil and creative pastimes, says Neptune. How's that? And we can also see that the same planets are all sitting in opposition to Jupiter. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Jupiter is interested in our personal growth, wants to know what we need in terms of higher education and other experiences that expand our sense of what we can be, do, and have. So we see this back and forth. To our west, Jupiter and Pisces want to know what ideal circumstances we might be imagining for ourselves, what our creative hearts have to say about what more we would like to be, do, and have. And to our east, 4 of our 5 personal planets are having it out in Virgo or right there on the cusp of Libra about what we are resisting and why. And then in the trines that help to form that kite shape, we see that all the dreaming, the acting, the planning are putting us in a powerful and ideal position to draw those ideal circumstances into our lives. Also on the chart today, we find a T-square here that has been riding with us for a few days. This is Mars in a square position with both Venus and Neptune while they're opposed. Of course, Venus at this time is synonymous with Mercury and the Moon. Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Pisces. Here, I believe Mars is really just lending some support and encouragement. Mars has been stalled out in the same place as it stations to go retrograde at the end of October. And so it's really giving us some sort of dogged, stubborn vibes. Like, yes, we're going to take actions in this area of Gemini that involves communication and maybe trying things a couple of different times. So Mars is lending support and encouragement. It's like this warm breeze of initiative to drive us in our quest to learn new and beautiful things about ourselves. Mars is also sextile to Chiron here, Aries and Scorpio. This is another positive mitigating factor to Mars's square to Venus there, indicating that we're ready and willing to resolve any differences we have with people who challenge us. And of course, we're in the thick of retrograde madness. We have Uranus, Chiron, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, and Mercury. All 7 of these planets currently appear to be moving backward along the regular flow of planetary movement. One retrograde will give us cause to reflect and reassess how we approach the energies of that particular planet. 7 retrogrades is a time, truly, friends, simply to give ourselves grace and do the best that we can. Coming up tomorrow, we will discuss Mercury's conjunction to Venus. Also, the Sun culminates its opposition to Jupiter. And the first quarter moon in Capricorn next Sunday will grace us with an opportunity to pause as we shift gears from planning our next stage of creations to acting on them. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell. I post here every day and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. For the second half of this vlog, which focuses on bringing further insight from Tarot, please check out my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot with Melrose. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. My love and gratitude go out to each and every one of you. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.